Hello YouTube. This video here is pretty much about the creation. God anointed people, and I mean He had no separation. I mean God anointed us all. We are all God's people. The universe belongs to God. We are all God's people. He is all infinite, and I wanted to come to you from Psalms 105, the 13th verse to the 17th verse. And it says, when they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, He permitted no one to do them wrong. Yes, He rebuked kings for their sake, saying, do not touch my anointed one, and do my prophets no harm. Moreover, He called for a famine in the land. He destroyed all the provisions of bread. He sent a man before them, Joseph, who was sold as a slave. Realize this, that God doesn't do anything without knowing what He's going to do. A lot of people don't understand that. We can't understand why we're in the situation we're in. You can't understand why you behave in the way that you behave in. You can't understand why you ended up where you're at. You can't understand why you ended up in prison, why you ended up in jail when you're innocent. Why am I going through all of this? Why am I enslaved when I did nothing wrong? Why am I going through drama when I'm not the type of person to keep drama? And realize this is preparation for your destiny. God wants people to know, don't touch you. Don't do no wrong to His prophets. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. So if you're in a certain situation, it's because God called you into that situation. If you're in a certain location, it's because God called your soul into that location. And while you're at that location, He was requiring a transformation of you. Yes, we are of this world, but at the same time, we're being transitioned and renewed with a new mind, new body, new spirit, new soul. And a lot of people aren't going to be able to accept that, nor are they going to be able to embrace what God is doing with you. Some of them going to even probably get vindictive. Some of them going to do you bodily harm, whatever the case may be. But God is doing so much more in today's environments. That's part of the reason why, for a person like me, I don't go to war with nobody. I'm not finna touch you. I can't create you, so I have no business placing my hands on you, because I don't know what may happen. And I'm not saying that I won't protect myself, because we all have to protect ourselves. And even the children of Israel went into war and had to fight to protect themselves. But you have no right going out, putting your hands on nobody, child, or no one. Because every time you do that, not only are you violating the will of God, but you're violating that person. So be careful what you send out there, because there are consequences, and for me personally, I don't want nobody to go through anything that is detrimental to them. I don't want anyone to hurt. I don't want anybody to go through anything that is not in my will. So if you heard it was my will, it's not. If somebody told you, yeah, she's for this, no, they snuck that one in on me. I don't believe in this type of stuff. So as you have individuals traveling to different nations and traveling to different places and getting to see different environments, remember, these are people of God, and we have no rights putting our hands on them, no right defiling them, no right mistreating them, restraining them, or whatever the case may be, because obviously this is God's will. It's not our will, but it's God's will. So we have to remember that. I thank you guys so much for listening, YouTube, and hopefully this message is encouraging to you. It came out of the Bible. It's not my will, but God's will. Let it be done. And let his will be manifest. Oh yeah, be careful, because you're going to run into some people that's going to switch that verse on you. Touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. They try to switch that to money. It's not money. Remember, you can have all the money in the world and it means nothing. It's a piece of paper. If you read on the bottom of it, it says note for public and private tender. It's a note. It's a letter. It has no significant value. We use it only to use as a form of exchange of currency. But truth be told, it has no significant value. So for all you people that's out there killing people and doing all this craziness, running all over the place, doing all this harm and bodily harm to these people, realize no matter how rich you get, you got rich and you did all this bodily harm for a piece of paper. And don't get it wrong, I realize that you need money to survive in life and to make things happen for you. But at the same time, you have no business hurting individuals and mistreating people just so that you can get ahead and get a couple of dollars in your pocket because you're doing it for a piece of paper. Thank you guys. Hopefully this is helpful. I don't know. I hope it helps you along the way. If it don't, I'm sorry. If it